See? So you can use the local file listing for you to upload file, to download file from the Solid server. You can definitely reboot shutdown Solid server. Okay. Now, you also have the log. You have the syslog. You have different type of syslog because of the different daemon. Right? So you have the name daemon, you have the DHCP daemon. So you can select the different log for the different service. Right? You have the user tracking. User tracking is like audit log. Basically, it's a list of operation executed by the user. Are you there? You can view who have login, who have logged out session, right? You can configure alert. You can add alert. You can add alert. After that, you can monitor the alert from here. Or you already learned system statistic. You can monitor the system, the CPU, the memory usage, and so forth from the system statistic. Okay, yeah. So these are all under monitoring. You can see there's an report schedule, export schedule. Are you clear with that? Right? So remember we mentioned that you have the contextual report. So all the contextual report is here. Then the schedule for the contextual report is here. For the export report are here. And this is the schedule for the export report. Because you might create a schedule to generate the report. So you can manage the report from here. Okay? For the contextual report, for the export report. Fine. Now, in the dashboard under the checklist, it's strongly recommended everything should be green, just to make sure everything's are configured. Example, right? You should change the IPM password. You should not use the default. You should change the SSH password. You should not use the default. So anything in red means you should change it for system administration. Okay. Yeah. Okay, good. Now, this is just some recommendation, right? Or reminder, no, right? For management, you should always have a HA pair, right? Width is optional, but you need to know if the master go down, you have to use the management IP of the hot standby, because the hot standby become the new master if you don't have a width. Okay. Now, for your DNS, normally we don't use NTP, TFTP. For your DNS, you normally have multiple appliance, right? There is managed using smart architecture, right? Yeah, and should have higher. It should be a high availability architecture, master slave, and recommended you use a width, if not any class. Yeah, you can configure any class in the Solid server for DNS. Okay. Now, for DHCP, at least you should have 2 DHCP server that is using one-to-one architecture. So that you have the failover channel, right? For high availability. Fine. In the web interface, right? You should create additional user for the web management, right? By default, we use IPM admin, right? So you should create additional administrator with the proper username so that you will be able to track their activity. Okay? Yeah, for accountability. Okay, and take note, the command line, in command line, the user is admin. For GUI, the user is IPM admin. So you have 2 different users for command line and GUI, and make sure you set the password accordingly. Do not use the default. Right? Fine. So these are just a reminder. You should already have done it. Now, you can encrypt the password in the configuration database. You can, by default, it's not encrypted. The password in the configuration database is not encrypted. So if you want to encrypt the password, you have to turn it on. And you will see how to. but not all the password will be encrypted. The password you use for the cloud, you see that? The password that you use for the cloud. Or the password you use for the AD, the password that you use for the radius, because you do the external user authentication, right? External authentication. So you might use a password to connect to the AD server. You might use the password to connect to the radius server. All these passwords they store in the configuration database, they are not encrypted. Okay, yeah. But other password you can see here will be encrypted. The DNS solid server password, right? Anything that you access for the DNS cloud, fine, yeah. This will be encrypted. So just be aware, not everything will be encrypted. Not all password will be encrypted. Fine, yeah. So to turn on encryption, this is what you can do, right? To turn on encryption, you can go to admin home, right? And you can go to certification and key here. So if you go to certification and key, by default there is one key. By default there is a key. Okay, yeah, but how come my screen? Can I make it? I have to make it smaller for you to see more. Yeah. Okay. By default, you have a key. Sorry, key is here. Let me go. My mistake. Let me repeat. When you go to the admin home, you select certification and key. After that, because we are looking at old certificate, right? What we want is old database key here. This one. Old database key. This one. Okay. So by default, you have a key. And you can see that the key is inactive. Right? The key is inactive. Right? So the system generate you the key for encryption. So this is the key used to encrypt the password in the database. And this is the key they use for decryption. So the key will be using for encrypt and decrypt. See? So this is an important key. So you cannot lose the key. So that's why the key, right? The system generated key is not activated until you download it, so that you can download a copy in a safe location. Then you can use the key in the management server to encrypt the database. Okay, that can follow. Of course, you can generate new key. You can add new key. See? Yeah. So I can click on add to add new key. See? So I can choose the encryption. I can choose the encryption cipher or the encryption algorithm and the key size, right? I can pick what I want. After that, I can click on OK. So you have key. You can delete key if you don't want the key anymore. Sometimes you want to rotate the key. So now you want to rotate the old key. See? So what you can do is you create a new key. You use the new key to encrypt the database. Then now you can delete the old key. So you can rotate the key. Right? So the key is inactive, right? Until you download it. So you can go and do the download key on the tool menu. So when you download the key, you have to download it to a safe location. So it's downloaded, yeah, onto my local host file, or onto my local host. Then I can click on OK. See, right? Yeah. So now you can see the status is inactive because you haven't turned on encryption. You get what I mean, right? So now you will be able to go to tools and you will be able to activate encryption. You can activate, you can deactivate as long as you have the key. Okay, so now I can activate with the selected key now. See, again, they will still ask you to download the key. If you have not, you can download it, right? Yeah, yeah, the key have been downloaded. So I continue with next and then click on OK. So the database now is activate. I mean, the database now is encrypted. Are you clear with that? Yeah. So these are to ensure the database are encrypted, right? So during yeah, so it's only starting from version 8, you have the encryption for the key, starting from version 8, right? And then as I mentioned, you will need to activate the encryption. But when you activate the encryption, you need a key. Are you clear? And you can only activate the encryption, or you can only activate the encryption after you download the key. Are you clear with that? Yeah. Now, in the future, let's say if you already encrypt your database, if you want to rotate the key, right? Then you can add a new key, like what I show you, and then now you can switch the key. So you can activate the encryption using the new key. And then you can delete the old key. Are you clear with that? Fine. So that's all for this module. That's all, right? Any questions? Any questions on the administration? Okay, if not, I'm wondering whether this will help you, but anyway, I'll try to show you here. This is actually about the authentication. Remember we talked about the authentication just now? Yeah, you can do external authentication, right? For Active Directory and also for LDAP. Right? So this is an example for Active Directory. Main thing for the Active Directory is you can see from here, Solid Server will check the login password of the user against the credentials stored in the Active Directory. See? So means that you can see when the Active Directory user log into Solid Server, management server. See? The Solid Server will not be able to authenticate the user. They will not, because it's not a local user. So they will forward the user login and verify the credential using the AD. Only when the AD the login will be sent to the Active Directory. Active Directory will perform the login. Right? So only when Active Directory perform the login, then the credential can be used in Solid Server. Right? Yeah. So actually Solid Server do not really store the user password. They don't. You might see the user created, right? But the Solid Server do not store the password. Solid Server will forward all the authentication to the backend, to the authentication server, I should say. All right? Yes, Jackie. Any questions? Okay, good. Now, in Active Directory, what you can see the process for doing the Active Directory is you need to create a group. See, a group is needed to create, and the group name, you need to create a group in Solid Server. You need to create the group in Solid Server. The group name must match the name of the group in Active Directory where the user belong to, So in Active Directory, isn't it? You can assign user to the group. So the user will be the members of the groups. See? Yeah. So when you want to actually allow Active Directory login, you must pre-create the Active Directory group in Solid Server. And the group name must be the same as the Active Directory group name, must be the same. Okay? So that now, when the Active Directory user log into Solid Server, as I say, Solid Server will not authenticate. Solid Server will send it to the Active Directory to authenticate. As long as the authentication is successful, then Solid Server, right, will be able to retrieve the member, the group that the user belong to. So they will retrieve which are the group that the user is a member, and then assign the user that log into Solid Server to the equivalent group name in Solid Server. See? So that is what they do. So they will go and retrieve, once the user authenticated, they will retrieve what are the group the user belong to. And then in Solid Server, assign the user to the group that have the same name in Active Directory. Then the user will have the privilege, or based on the group in Solid Server. Clear with that? So that is actually, that's why, yeah, you can use a group, because as long as you have a matching group name in Solid Server, they will automatically put the user to the matching group name in Solid Server, so that the Active Directory user have the necessary permission from the local group. Okay, right? Yeah. Now, for LDAP is more or less the same thing, but for LDAP, I just now check. Yes, when you change, Isan, right? Isan, when you actually set the password, means that when you modify the user in LDAP, yeah, you might want to wait for a while before you authenticate using the new password. If not, you can go to Solid Server, delete the external user, and authenticate again. Yeah. Oh, so you might want to delete the local user, the external user in Solid Server, and then authenticate again using the LDAP user. If not, you have to wait for a while. They will not synchronize immediately. They won't synchronize it immediately. Is it okay? Right? Yeah. So that is when you use LDAP. But authentication is done by the LDAP server. Right? Solid Server do not really maintain the do not maintain the password of the remote user, of the external user.
Sorry.
Okay? Did I answer your question, Ishan?
Yes, I forget for the menu where I can
I don't understand. Sorry, I didn't get you, sorry.
about menu rule parameter
Local
rules parameters authentication.
The rules parameter, you say.
Yes. Yeah. Where I found the rules parameter this for the step by step. Maybe I forgot this step.
Oh, okay. The step here is if you go to the admin home, right? If okay, admin home, you will go to the authentication rule. Either you do it from here, authentication rule, right? Or you do it from here, authentication rule. So over here, On the authentication rule, you need to add. Is okay? Yeah. So yeah, I believe they already add one here. So when you can see, you can add. So when you add, you have to pick the authentication server. So let's say you choose LDAP or you choose AD, right? If you choose LDAP, give a name, and then you click on next, right? Next, and then you have to fill in all these things: the LDAP server name, the base distinguished name, the group attribute, right? And of course, the login. They are very straightforward, right? And that is where you create to connect to the LDAP server. You can add multiple, right? Yeah. So they will go through one by one server for the authentication. So they will try the first server. If they cannot get the user, they try the second server, they try the third server. So you can add multiple LDAP server. Right? That's all you have to do. You just have to type in all the IP address and you click on OK. It's okay? Yeah. If you look at here, there are rules. These are called the rules. These are the rules that is triggered by Solid Server when the user authenticate. So basically, the rules stand for the rules will be triggered when certain event occur. So these are authentication rule. Authentication rule using Active Directory. Authentication rule using Radius. Right? So these will be the rules that will be triggered when there is a user authentication. So for example, if the AD user login to Solid Server will trigger the AD authentication. So based on what you set in the AD authentication, they connect to the server. You see? Yeah. For authenticating the user. So these are the rules. Yeah. Setting up the server is pretty straightforward. Just that you need the information that is in the LDAP side. So if you work with LDAP, you should be familiar what are the information for the distinguished name. Right? OU equal to something, comma, DC equal to something, comma, DC equal to something. Because those are the domain name. And those are the object, container object in the domain. Okay? Right.
Okay, Mr. Tom. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, this is a good example, is it? Yeah. Okay, good. There is no lab for the last module. There's no lab, right? So, oh, I forgot. I should show you also this one, last one. Give me 1 minute. Okay, now, I believe all of you can access the learning portal, Efficient IP Learning Portal. Can everyone access this? Yes or no?
Yes, can.
Can, right? Okay, now, I appreciate you. Please go to this website. Please go to the learning portal and scroll all the way down. When you are in this page, scroll all the way down. And please help me to fill in the survey. There's a survey. Your survey is very important, right? Yeah, to us, and also to me personally, right? And your evaluation, right? Yeah, it do affect me. Okay, so yeah, so help me to fill in the survey. If you think that the training is good, yeah, just rate high mark, right? Yeah, and give all your necessary comments. Yeah. Okay. If you find the training is beneficial, right? Put in your comments and give the good rating. Are you clear with that? Yeah. Okay. So help me to fill in the survey. Don't worry. I won't know who is filling in the survey. I won't know. Your name will not be displayed in the report. Okay. Okay. Good. Now, also, You also will be able to have the exam. Are you clear with that? So you can see there is an exam. As I say, they will notify you. Not they will notify you. Once they have complete your means that once they have complete your attendance, once they have complete the attendance, okay, then you will be able to take the exam. From the e-portal also, from the e-learning portal. So you go back to the e-learning portal, you should be able to see the exam and then you can start taking the exam. Once they have complete verifying your attendance. Okay, that so it means that maybe give them like a week time, right? Yeah. Are you clear? Then you can take the exam from here. So the exam, as I mentioned, the exam include this support. So please go through this e-learning module for efficient IP support. Right? Yeah. Go through all the e-learning module that help you for the exam. So don't just go to your exam without preparation. No, I don't think you can make it. Okay. Unless you already use up all the feature, you're very familiar. Yes, definitely. But if not, there's always something that we don't know, right? So please prepare your exam before you go. You have 3 trials. You have 3 trials. Is it okay? Yeah. So yeah, go through all the e-learning module before you go for the exam, right? Now this is for your exam. 74 question, 2 hour 40 minutes. You have to score 80%. 80 or more. Okay? Yeah. So you have 3 attempts. Are you clear with that? So quite a lot of question, huh? Not very short. The question are all multiple choice. All multiple choice. Either you select single answer or select multiple answer from the multiple choice. Okay with that? And if you pass the exam, your certification valid for 2 years. And you can download the certificate. So all the exam is online. So you do it at your own time. Or you do your exam at your own time. Is it okay? Any questions?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
For the module, how long we can stay aside it? Is it after 6 p.m. today can
No.
access?
For the e-portal, you can access it for months. I just can't remember whether it's a 3 months or 6 months.
I see.
Yeah. You can access it for months. Oh.
So for the exam also 1 month.
For the exam also, yeah, before it expired lah.
So how to know when it's expired? Is it
Okay.
show on the portal?
Yeah, it shows on the screen that the thing is expired. So you can see the cost, but you can't click. You click on it, you cannot get it.
I see.
Just like this, I show you. Give me 1 minute. I show you.
All right.
Just like this, expire, is it? Expire. So expire already, you can't even go in. Okay? Yeah. So yeah, so try to do it. Yeah, again, don't take too long to take the exam because you will forgot everything, right?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
From my portal show that the expiration date is 12 January 2025.
Oh, good.
Is the module also same expiration date?
The exam, yeah, I think should be the same. But
And the module.
do it before 3 months time.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
But for the lab, expired today.
Oh no, yes, lab no, because lab is only for training.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. So if you want, you can ask for, I don't know whether your account manager can help. They do have a VM. You can use it for testing.
All right.
Yeah. So you can get the VM solid server and install it as a on the VMware workstation. Nowadays it's free. Yeah. So yeah, you can try it from there.
All right.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Hello, sir. I want to ask a question.
Yeah.
For the certification, for certification exam, to unlock the or to appear the certification exam on the dashboard menu of e-learning, should we have to complete it the PDI fundamentals?
I don't know. We will the completion for your the completion for your attendance is done at our side, not your side. So as long as we complete your attendance, then the exam will be available for you. So it's not, you don't have to do anything. You just have to wait.
Oh, so the certification exam menu on e-learning not available until
Yeah, until
week.
our side mark your attendance, something like marking your attendance, make sure you are fully attend, right? Yeah, then the exam will be given to you. So they just want to make sure for the operation side, right, to complete individual student have to verify a individual student have attended the class. Then only they will release the exam. They want you to go through the class before you take the exam. Okay?
Okay, so how to we to complete the attendance?
Also, as I said, you don't have to do anything. We will do, and then you just have to wait. Okay? Yeah. So as I say, give us around 1 week time. Then you can actually go and take your you should see the exam activated, and you can take the exam.
Oh, okay, sir. So we just need to wait and check the page, right?
Correct.
The
Yes.
e-learning page.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rak.
Any other questions? Okay. I send all of you. I in the chat. You have my email address. Anything, right? You can drop me a mail. Is it okay? Right? So yeah. So feel free to drop me a mail if you need any help. Okay. So yeah, my email address is in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. If you have no other question, yeah, that's all for the training, right? Yeah. I hope it's beneficial to you. Hope to see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Jackie. Thank
Thank
you,
you, Mr.
everyone.
Tak.
Yeah, nice to
Bye.
meet you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rak.
Yeah, take care.